Hello and welcome to In Depth. I'm Tina Jha. Ice protects the earth and our oceans by reflecting excess heat back into space. But human activity, especially since the Industrial Revolution, has led to rapid global warming and consequently climate change. This human-caused climate change is already being seen around the world in the form of extreme weather events, shifting wildlife populations and habitats, extinction of a large number of species from the planet, and a range of other impacts. But the most dramatic evidence that Earth's climate is warming rapidly is the dwindling disappearance of mountain glaciers around the world. Scientists have observed that glaciers in two parts of the world, Antarctica and Asia, have been impacted to a large extent by rising temperatures. A recent study reveals that Himalayan glaciers are melting twice as fast now as they were before the turn of the century. And the figure is double the amount of melting that took place from 1975 to the year 2000. Scientists warn that even if we significantly curb emissions in the coming decades, more than a third of the world's remaining glaciers will melt before the year 2100. Today in Depth, let's try and understand the reasons behind the dramatic increase in the rate of melting of glaciers in recent decades, the causes and impact of disappearing mountains of ice, and how can they be saved. The latest study published in the journal Science Advances is the latest indication that climate change is eating up the Himalayan glaciers. Authors of the study analyzed 4 decades of ice loss for 650 glaciers in the Himalayas spanning 2,000 kilometers. And they found that between 1975 to 2000, an average of 4 billion tons of ice was being lost each year. And between 2000 to 2016, the glaciers melted approximately twice as fast. So which means the Himalayan glaciers lost about 8 billion tons of ice each year on an average during this period. More details of the study findings in this report.
The Himalayan mountains are the third largest deposit of ice and snow in the world after Antarctica and the Arctic. Spanning 2,000 kilometers and with 600 billion tons of ice, the Himalayan glaciers supply 800 million people with water for irrigation, hydropower and drinking. But climate change is eating away Himalayan glaciers at a dramatic rate. A new study has revealed that the melting of Himalayan glaciers has doubled since the turn of the century, with more than a quarter of all ice lost over the last 4 decades. Since the year 2000, glaciers have been shrinking at an average of 0.5 meters per year, as per the study published in the journal Science Advances. For the study, scientists relied on images from the Cold War spy satellites. They compared data obtained by the spy satellites with images from modern stereo satellites to show that Himalayan glaciers have lost more than a quarter of their ice mass since 1975. Authors observed that of the total ice mass present in 1975, about 87% remained in 2000 and 72% remained in 2016. The study also asserts that rising temperatures are responsible for the accelerating loss of ice and are threatening water supplies of hundreds of millions of people downstream across much of Asia.
Essentially, what the recent Columbia University study that you're talking about has done is that they've used spy satellite data from the 1970s, and for the current time we have satellite data available freely. And what they have found is that from 1970s to 2000, glaciers were melting at only half the rate they're melting now. So the rate of melting of glaciers has doubled in the last 20 years, which is quite alarming.
According to temperature data collected from ground stations and cited in news reports, temperatures in the region have risen 1 degree Celsius or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit higher than those from 1975 to 2000. Based on this input, researchers calculated the amount of melting likely to result from warmer temperatures and confirmed that 1 degree was indeed enough to produce such a massive loss of glacier ice. Other factors the researchers blamed were changes in rainfall, with reductions tending to reduce ice cover, and the burning of fossil fuels, which lead to a clog over snowy glaciers, absorbing sunlight and dramatically increasing the melting rate of ice.
Now, in recent years, as you see in Himalaya, even in the hill stations, many hill stations, even the winters, the temperatures are rising because of, not only because of the climate change, but because of the land use also. Many concrete buildings have been erected on hill stations. The vehicles are going in the hill stations. So all these factors, they have disturbed the ambience of the glaciers. And this has caused the melting to be faster than what it was earlier. Earlier also glaciers used to melt, but now the rate has been quite alarming. And in last few years, it has been particularly very alarming.
Earlier this year, a study warned that at least a third of the ice in the Hindu Kush Himalaya ranges was already doomed to melt by the end of the century. This would happen even if drastic action to cut emissions was taken immediately, and without action, 2/3 of the ice would go. Scientists warn that continued loss of ice on the Himalayan glaciers will have serious consequences. In the short term, the huge increase in meltwater could cause flooding. In the longer term, millions of people who rely on rivers that flow from the peaks into India, Pakistan, China, and other nations could experience great difficulties. Without mountain glaciers, droughts will be worse for millions of water-stressed people living in Asia.
Rainfall extremes are increasing due to climate change. This is not that doesn't have to do with the glaciers themselves. This is due to the same cause as the glacier melt, and rainfall extremes are increasing, and water stress is slated to increase in the Indian plains in the next 50 to 100 years. Sea levels will obviously rise as glaciers melt. I mean, if sea levels rise, then obviously we'll have flooding in coastal areas, and we'll have island states which will go under, which will entirely go under due to rising sea levels.
In order to stop the temperature rises, the only solution is to cool the planet, advise scientists. For this, we not only have to slow down greenhouse gas emissions, but also reverse them if we want our younger generation to not face disastrous consequences. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
There are 1,98,000 glaciers in the world, and India alone has about 9,000 of them. But all of these glaciers are mostly unexplored. Glaciers provide many useful natural resources, but as they recede at an alarming rate, absence of glaciers will lead to drought and desertification of land. Our next report talks about the importance of glaciers to our ecosystem.
More than 750 million people in India, Bangladesh and Pakistan get their water from rivers that originate from the Himalayan glaciers. That's more than twice the population of the United States getting its water from a singular source. But the Himalayan glaciers, much like others in the world, are at risk of melting because of increasing global temperatures and erratic weather patterns. Glaciers depend on heavy precipitation to replenish ice on an annual basis. But if monsoons are disrupted, ice is depleted. It's a complete circle. As the glaciers melt, rivers flood. With the flooding of rivers, people, crops and livestock drown, and hydroelectric plants are disrupted. Weaker monsoons, on the other hand, mean less rainfall for the country as a whole that invariably leads to drought and desertification of land. Over time, melting glaciers means less flowing water in general, hence more drought.
Glaciers are melting all over the world, not just in the Himalayas. The Himalayas are significant because the Himalaya Hindu Kush system provides water to like 1.5 to 2 billion people, and that is why there's a lot of focus on Himalayan glaciers, but glaciers are melting the world over. What is happening as a result of climate change is that in the Himalayas more precipitation is being received in the form of rainfall rather than snow, and that increases the chances of flooding. That decreases the possibility of building up of glaciers, and so in general it is an alarming prospect.
There are 198,000 glaciers in the world. India has about 9,000 of them, but these glaciers are mostly unexplored. Other countries have invested far more in the scientific exploration of glaciers than India. More detailed research is required to fully understand the state of glaciers and the risk their loss poses. Scientists expect Indian glaciers to hold up better than others as they rely on monsoon as opposed to snowfall. But this hope appears to be fading as Himalayan glaciers are receding at an alarming rate. Due to this shrinking of glaciers, 113 million people in the country are vulnerable to dangerous levels of flooding. More than 300 million are vulnerable to drought and over 700 million to extreme local storms.
For Himalaya, it will mean a lot because millions of people, they live in the hills, and their whole source of the drinking water is these glaciers. Unfortunately, nobody talks about the springs of Himalaya. The springs are the main source of water from where the villagers, the local people, they go and collect the water. These springs are in fact the groundwaters in Himalaya. From wherever they intersect the topography, the spring comes out. And these springs, they are in danger. So these springs are very important. And if the glaciers melt and our fixed deposit of snow is going down, they are also causing drying of the springs in Himalaya.
Glaciers provide people with many useful resources as well. Glacial till or unsorted glacial sediment provides fertile soil for growing crops. Deposits of sand and gravel are used to make concrete and asphalt. But the most important resource provided by glaciers is fresh water. Many rivers are fed by the melting ice of glaciers. The Gangotri Glacier, one of the largest in the Himalayan mountains, is the source of the river Ganga, the most important source of fresh water and electricity in India and Bangladesh. Glaciers are also responsible for digging basins for most of the world's lakes and carved much of the Earth's mountain scenery. The dramatic, diverse landscape of Yosemite Valley, California was sculpted entirely by glaciers during the last ice age. With inputs from Leena Sharma, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Time for a short break on the program. When we return, we'll talk about the causes and impact of melting glaciers. Do stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching In Depth. Even though glaciers are reported to be the source of fresh water available in the world, the concern is the current rate at which the melting ice is pouring into the sea. This intense melting of glaciers is producing a big ripple effect like extreme flooding and also biodiversity loss. Scientists warn that the world is losing its ice very fast.
Ice acts like a protective cover over the earth and our oceans. It also reflects excess heat back into the space and keeps the planet cooler. In theory, the Arctic is colder than the equator because more heat from sun is bounced off by the ice back into space. Glaciers can range from ice several hundreds to several thousand years old and provide a scientific record of how climate has changed over time. It also tells us the extent to which the planet is rapidly warming. Rapid glacial melt in Antarctica and Greenland influences ocean currents. Massive amounts of very cold glacial melt water entering warmer ocean's water slows down ocean currents. This intense melting of glaciers is producing a big ripple effect like extreme flooding and biodiversity loss.
The primary reason for the melting of the glaciers is global warming or climate change. Local air pollution as well as infrastructure building in the mountains also has a small contribution, but the primary cause is man-made climate change.
Since the early 1900s, many glaciers around the world have been rapidly melting. Human activity is at the root of this phenomena. Specifically, since the Industrial Revolution, carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions have raised temperatures even higher in the poles. Scientists project that if emissions continue to rise unchecked, the Arctic could be ice-free in the summers by year 2040. The main causes of melting ice glaciers are burning of fossil fuels that have resulted in the buildup of greenhouse gases, thus influencing the warming trend because they trap heat in the atmosphere. Oil and gas drilling that emits methane, which is the main constituent of natural gas. Methane is more damaging to the environment than carbon dioxide, locking in heat more efficiently and escalating global warming. Deforestation has a lot of negative effects like a rise in sea levels. And lastly, ice-breaking ships that head to the north in the Arctic Ocean during summer, breaking through the ice at the sea. The broken ice has lesser ability to reflect back sun rays, which means that water takes in more heat. This results in hotter water and consequently more ice melting.
Anything that uses energy, our industries, our power plants, our cars and transport systems, anything that emits carbon dioxide and contributes to climate change, contributes to glacial melt.
Melting glaciers affecting the environment adversely. It is causing
one, sea levels will rise. The second will be that flooding and landslides in the mountain areas will increase. The third will be that eventually there will be less water in the plains, and so our food security and water security will be under great threat.
extreme flooding resulting in an abrupt rise in water input to other water bodies like rivers, lakes and seas. Melting glaciers are causing a loss of biodiversity and animals losing homes. Rising water temperatures and water levels affect fish and aquatic plants, which in turn affects birds that rely on them. Coral reefs that need sunlight for photosynthesis are also affected when water levels increase and block sunlight from reaching them. Fish species that depend on corals for food are killed due to the loss of their food. Also, a lot of chemical pollutants and pesticides that become airborne got deposited in chilly places with glaciers. The rapid melting of glaciers is now discharging them back into water bodies. The economic cost of melting ice glaciers affect the whole world. Each continent is experiencing flooding and other glacier-related disasters that require huge intervention, financial capital to mitigate. Reducing glaciers is also causing a scarcity of fresh water that is only worsening with rising population. Lastly, the melting glaciers is accelerating global warming, since the earth is not able to deflect as much heat, thereby increasing water levels across the oceans and rivers. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Several decades ago, in the year 1975, an economist, Dr. William Nordhaus, saw the warming planet as a threat to the global economy. He said an increase in the global average temperature of 2 degrees Celsius caused by man-made carbon dioxide would change our climate in ways not seen in the last several 100,000 years. And over the decades, the world has indeed witnessed rapid changes resulting from global warming. In our next report, let's analyze the impact of increasing temperatures on our environment.
Our planet is experiencing increasing temperatures. According to a temperature analysis conducted by scientists at NASA's Goddard Institute of Space Studies, the average global temperature on Earth has increased by about 0.8 degrees Celsius or 1.4 degree Fahrenheit since 1880, the earliest year for which reliable instrumental records are available worldwide. Two-thirds of the warming has occurred since 1975 at a rate of roughly 0.15 to 0.20 degrees Celsius per decade. Scientists believe the increased volumes of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases released by the burning of fossil fuels, land clearing, agriculture and other human activities are the primary sources of the global warming that has occurred over the past 50 years. And by the year 2100, it is predicted that average global temperatures could increase between 1.4 and 5.8 degrees Celsius. The temperature rise may appear small in number, but it has brought about vast changes in the world's climate. Even the 1 degree global change is significant because it takes a vast amount of heat to warm all the oceans, atmosphere and land by that much. In the past, a 1 to 2 degree drop was all it took to plunge the earth into the Little Ice Age. Global climate change has already brought about immediate observable effects on the planet. Glaciers have shrunk, ice is melting worldwide, especially at the north and south poles. This includes mountain glaciers, ice sheets covering Antarctica and Greenland, and the Arctic sea ice. For example, in Montana's Glacier National Park, the number of glaciers has declined to fewer than 30 from more than 150 in 1910. The melting ice contributes to rise in sea levels as well. Scientists say global sea levels are rising 0.13 inches or 3.2 millimeters every year. The rise has been rapid in recent years and has threatened low-lying islands and coastal cities. Rising temperatures are affecting wildlife and their habitats. Melting glaciers and vanishing ice has made survival of certain species difficult, pushing them towards extinction. The world is witnessing more frequent and extreme weather events like bushfires, cyclones, droughts and floods. Scientists say oceans have absorbed most of the extra heat and carbon dioxide more than the air, making the seas both warmer and more acidic. Warming waters are bleaching coral reefs and driving stronger storms. Rising ocean acidity threatens shellfish, including the tiny crustaceans without which marine food chains would collapse. Besides, climate change is a major threat to agriculture. Where, how and when we grow food is vitally connected to our climate's normal patterns. Farms are more likely to face attacks from weeds, diseases and pests which affect yield. Further, a warmer atmosphere increases the formation of ground-level ozone, also known as smog, in polluted regions. 2015 was the first year in which the global annual average surface temperature reached 1 degree Celsius above the pre-industrial level. Each year since then, the global average has hovered close to or above the 1 degree Celsius mark. The decade from 2014 to 2023 has been predicted to be the warmest in more than 150 years of record keeping. Scientists see it as a critical threshold for climate change. The consequences will be more drastic and widespread if the world gets warmer by 2 degrees Celsius. Sea levels could rise between 10 and 32 inches or higher by the end of the century. Hurricanes and other storms are likely to become stronger. floods and droughts will become more common, the world faces the risk of decades-long mega droughts by 2100. Less fresh water will be available since glaciers store about 3/4 of the world's fresh water. Vector-borne diseases will spread to vast areas and there could be a resurgence of the Zika virus. Ecosystems will continue to change. Some species may venture farther north, while some others who are unable to adapt could become extinct. To prevent these effects, the United Nations signed the Paris Agreement in 2016, an international treaty designed to keep the average global temperature well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Until greenhouse gas emissions are reduced, the world will continue to witness an upward trend in global average temperatures. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
So that's it from us in today's edition of In Depth. We'll be back same time on Monday now with a focus on some other important subject. You can also watch our program online on YouTube and Twitter. And don't forget to send your feedback and suggestions about our program. Thank you for your time.